hi to my fellow friends and also Mr. Shafiq. So, I am Nur Nabila Huda binti Azhar. My ID number is D2020-1092720. I am from Group 4. And today, I will explain to you guys about what is origami about. So, basically, origami is the art that make a piece of paper into a shape. So, basically, white paper that we need to use for the origami. So this is the paper that we use for the origami. So we have many types of paper other than this two paper that we can make an origami into a beautiful shape. So if you guys want to know about the origami a little more, so my friends will explain to you guys about the history of origami. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Shafiq and my fellow friends. I am Irna binti Ismail with metric number D2020-1093409. I want to share about the history of origami. Origami is the Japanese art of paper folding. Ori is the Japanese word for folding, and kami is the Japanese word for paper. At first, there was very little paper available, so only the rich could afford to do paper folding. The Japanese found useful purpose for the origami. For example, the samurai would exchange gifts with a form known as a noshi. This was a paper folded with a strip of dried fish or meat. It was considered a good luck token, as easier paper making methods were developed. Paper became less expensive. Origami became a popular art for everyone, no matter if they were rich or poor. The crane is one of the most popular origami shapes today. The crane has also become a global peace symbol. As trade routes were developed, the art of origami was introduced to Europe and later the United States. Today, master paper folders can be found in many places around the world and will hopefully continue to be a part of our world's culture. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum to Encik Muhammad Shafiq bin Muhammad Rasidi. As our lecturer from Group BG, allow me to introduce myself. The name given is Fatini binti Mohana with number matric D202010933685. In this section, I would like to explain the pros and cons of origami. Without wasting our time, so let's begin. The pros of making an origami is to enhance motor skills. Someone makes a person determined towards something, and most importantly, may increase patience. Developing motor skill is an important part of growth for a child. As for adults, enhancing their motor skills will always benefit them and help them do better in other aspects of their life. Origami aids in this process and helps with motor skills. The initial stages of origami might be very smooth, but it gets harder with each stage. Just like most other things, it needs enough determination from a person to go through all the head stages to achieve the ultimate result. This also helps in the personal development and make a person determined in his personal life. Origami requires a lot of patience as one needs to meticulously make exact measurements and fold paper exactly as directed to yield the desired result. This act of doing something in the free time that needs one to concentrate increases the patience of the person overall. Meanwhile, the cons of making an origami are increase the waste of paper, not suitable for a certain person who has problem with lack of creativity, and for the beginner, they need guidance from the expert, which will take a longer time to teach them. If a person fails at origami, normally the paper gets into the dustbin, then indirectly will make environmental issues at its peak. I believe this will threatening tree population on Earth. Origami is not for people who are not creatively enlightened. People with a lack of creativity might have a hard time figuring out their way through origami. For a beginner, there needs to be a proper guidance to take them through the various simple as well as complicated steps required to have a pleasing result. It might not be possible for everyone to avail that guidance unless they hold on to this word, no pain, no gain, to master a new skill. Next is section about tips that we all can apply while making an origami. Before beginning your origami adventure, there are a few things to keep in mind. Using these tips will help you have a more enjoyable experience with origami and keep frustration at bay. First, we should choose suitable paper and cut the required form and size. Next, fold paper cleanly and carefully, especially at the small points of corners. Most important part is work your origami on a hard surface so that all folds and creases can be executed with precision. Not to forget, the precision in fold and creases is achieved by moving your thumbnail sharply along all folds and creases because it may help later step much easier. Then, the greater the exactness of fold, the more beautiful of finished work. 6. Follow each step carefully and in the correct order given. I do like to emphasize, do not skip any steps. Once you skip one of the steps, it will make your origami unfinished. Or even worse, the result might make you frustration at bay. In this part, we must pay all of our attention to all instructions, such as direction of fold, how a form of fold together, if it is a fold or a creases, and so on. However, if an origami is new to you, get experience by practicing the basic forms because these are the building blocks of all origami, and learning them will help you greatly in future folding. Lastly, origami should be relaxing and fun. If you find yourself getting frustrated, return to these tips and make sure you are following all instructions and your folds are clean. I end my section with, when there is a will, there is a way. Good luck.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. I am Siti Nordana binti Sadiq. First of all, I want to explain about how people use an origami in real life or how they apply it. In the past, origami was used in decoration. For example, it was used to decorate letters and gifts. It was also used to make animals such as a bird, butterfly shapes, and toys using color sheets and simple folding techniques. As we can see, the applications of origami in that period was simple and only for entertainment. On the other hand, origami in the recent time is applied in several areas that may surprise you. Today, people apply origami in architecture and civil engineering. In this, origami is used in the manufacturing of miniature models of bridges and stadiums. Besides, origami also used in medication because paper folding techniques are used to embody the cell membrane and protein and are used in modeling DNA samples. Furthermore, some teachers currently use origami as an educational tool that helps in clarifying geometry, explaining fractions, and solving problems. Last but not least, they also applied origami in space technology. There are planes to launch an aircraft and aircraft made using origami techniques into space. The test have already been implemented in 2008, but it has not been launched yet. Thank you, that's all from me.
So hi, today I will show you guys how to make origami butterfly. So now we have a paper of origami paper. So now we need to fold into the red triangle shape. So this part to this part. So then you open it and do another triangle shape. So this part to this part. For the next step is you make a rectangle shape. So you open this and you make it this part to this part. And you do another triangle shape from this to this. Now we move to another part.
Flip it over so the color side is facing down. Bring the sides in to meet at the center. Fold the center folds in and collapse down to make a triangle. This is called a water boom base.
Then we will get the triangle shape like this. Then we will fold the top layer of both corner up to in the center here, like this. The first side and the other side. So we can get a square shape inside of the triangle. So flip it over and leave the bottom corner to up here. Bottom to up here. So it will be like this. Then we press here to get a shape for the butterfly wings. So after we fold the bottom up to center, this triangle, the small triangle, we need to fold it to the front of the paper. So it will be like this. So we can continue to the next step. Thank you.
Fold the tip of the triangle over and crease. If you are using thicker paper, you may need to use a little glue to hold this flap down. To finish, fold the butterfly in half to shape it. And it was done. All you have to do now is find a place to display your origami butterfly and enjoy it. That's all from us, and thank you for watching.